All right. It takes like 15 seconds. All right. If anyone is actually there, give me a couple seconds. Not sure if this is actually working. Yeah, for some reason, can't really get it to work properly and don't really know why. Hold on one second. There we go. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. All right. I think everyone... Can you all hear me now? Sorry about that. There was a very weird issue. There we go. Cool. Everyone can hear me. Yeah, I was trying to set it up. I was trying to... I tried to go live, and for some reason... I think it's a thing that's been happening on YouTube the entire weekend or something like that, where for some reason people aren't getting notifications. I have to set up another screen next to me so that I can actually see the questions going around on the screen, but for some reason couldn't do it, and it took a bit longer. Anyway, we are here. I tried to think about live streaming yesterday. I saw a lot of people asking me if I was going to live stream on Saturday. I definitely did try to do it. It's been a very, very long weekend. It is finally 10 p.m. here. I can go to bed relatively soon, but I thought I don't know, I wanted to do some type of a live stream for everyone out there. How was everyone, first of all? Has everyone had a good weekend? Battery level at 202. Let's light this candle. I think it's pretty okay. I think it's actually telling me how much time I have left or how much it's charging. Yep, there we go. Just about time I have left. Yeah, so this is pretty much going to be a Q&A video. I do apologize already in advance for those who arrived later on and they ask questions that have already been answered. I will try to briefly give you an answer of what we've already gone over, but it seems a bit fruitless. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to re-answer questions that have already been answered. 10 p.m. Where am I? I am in Europe. Hello from South Africa. Hello everybody out there. Could I talk about Iota? What do you want to know about Iota? Doing great. How are you, bro? Pretty okay. A little tired. Just came back from the movies. Little exhausted. How was my weekend? It was just a lot of running around. For those, I guess for the first question, I woke up late. I had to meet a friend for brunch. I was late. Had to meet a friend for the movies. We were both late. Actually ended up being so late that we couldn't even get into the movie and we had to go see a second movie. It didn't really make a lot of sense. People are asking me what are my thoughts on XLM, and I see a lot of what are my thoughts on Iota. Hello from Vienna and hello from Netherlands. Hope you guys are all okay. Which movie? Spider-Verse? No, I actually saw Spider-Verse a couple of weeks ago. For those who have not seen it, who are into comic book heroes, it was just absolutely fantastic. It was really, really weird that you don't expect a cartoon movie to kind of be that amazing. It was incredible. So first thoughts on Iota, as that person was asking me first. I once hated Iota. I did not care for the project. For those who were here for my very, 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 very first, did you see Mary Poppins? Don't hate me. I kind of saw it a couple weeks ago. I wanted to see if it was going to be as good as everyone was talking about. It was okay. It was Mary Poppins. So I thought from the very beginning, my thoughts on Iota were that I did not care for the project. I thought it was not scammy, but it seemed a bit weird, especially when we had information from a lot of the developers out there that the tangle actually did not work. But this was around 2 years ago, and since then, as I am not a developer and a coder myself, I look for people in the cryptocurrency community and also in the coder community to do their due diligence and to kind of look further into the cryptocurrency space. And lo and behold, as these 2 years have gone on, apparently not many people are talking negatively about Iota anymore, as far as like the project apparently actually works. I like that they are, what's the word? I spoke about them in like one of my last other 2 videos. I can't remember exactly which one it was. The amount of partnerships that they have are not many, but the partnerships are absolutely great. They are focusing on companies that a lot of other people just have not focused on. Like, to focus on major car companies and major electric companies and stuff like that is something incredibly intelligent of them, and this is why I think they are possibly poised to go very far in the future, simply because of the partnerships and how they've gone about it. Thank you very much, Kenny Williams. It says, what is your opinion on XRP with the supposed private ledger? Also, just letting you know, nothing happens until regulation. Holy cow. Thank you very much, Eric Mosley. Just wanted to say that I love you. Thanks for your hard work and rambling thoughts. I do what I can. Thank you very much, both of you, for your donation. I do appreciate it very, 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 very much. What's my opinion on XRP with the supposed private ledger? I've been out of the loop for the weekend. Can someone elaborate on exactly what the private ledger is? Unless there's some type of, unless you're asking something like there's like a ledger that we just don't know about that is private and we therefore don't see the transactions on it. TMI, do you think ADA can reach $1 again? In my personal opinion, yeah. I think it's not an if but a when. When we do have the market going back up, I firmly see Cardano, especially if the partnerships that they have are actually real, if the things that they've been talking about are actually being integrated into, and if we end up getting a proper like Shelly and all this other stuff, I think a $2 Cardano is probably not out of the question, especially over the course of 2 years. Thank you once again, Eric, for the saying that I love you. I love you all as well. How do I feel about Coinbase? I used to like it, don't care for it. I think they could have done a lot of things to be a leader in the cryptocurrency industry, but they have done everything in their power to completely push people away. And that's not even just regarding the entire XRP thing. I mean, in general, that 12 things of Coinbase thing, they had the opportunity to completely change the cryptocurrency market, because we know that the Coinbase effect might not be as strong as it was before, but they have the power, and they know they have the power, and they just decided to kind of go willy-nilly with everything. The person who asked me before what I thought about Stellar, this was earlier. Stellar is not my favorite coin, simply for a number of reasons, and I hate to even delve into crypto politics, but it's kind of just how things are going. I feel like Stellar was created because Jed McCaleb was looking for another way to kind of make money. Someone probably told him during a meeting that they did not like his ideas, and therefore he decided to create another coin. That is not faring as well as he thought that it would. That's not to say that Stellar is not good or is not going to be adopted, or that Stellar is not absolutely incredibly amazing. It's just that I think that he thought that Stellar was going to be as big as XRP or even as big as Ethereum, and it's not. I think I have a couple Stellar as like not a hedge, but like as a just in case. It's not my favorite project, but I would be really stupid not to hold at least some of them. Personal opinion, not financial advice. Somebody said, what's up? Hold on. Scrolling down. Thank you very much. Anti-communist. Okay. Please detail your opinion on LTC and BAT, particularly time frame and amount of growth drop, if any, depressing times now. Yeah, I know. We are not in the best of times in the cryptocurrency space. Detail opinions on Litecoin. I mean, I can kind of go ballpark, or I mean, I don't think you want like heavy specifics as to like certain things. I feel like, and this is once again my opinion, this is how I feel in the situation. A lot of people don't like what I have to say about Litecoin. Do I think Litecoin is going to be around for the next 5 years? Yes. Do I think Litecoin is going to be as close into the spotlight as it is now in 10 years? Probably not. Do I think there's money to be made in Litecoin? Absolutely. Litecoin is a major name. Litecoin isn't something that's going to simply fade away. I wished that Charlie Lee had done a bit more to kind of push the name of Litecoin and to kind of show his dominance, if you will, in the Litecoin project. A lot of people say that Litecoin is like a test net to Bitcoin. But that's kind of changed over the years because we already have actual test nets for Bitcoin before things are implemented on it. I think simply because of the length of time that LTC has been around, I think this is going to be significant for it moving forward, i.e. if it can continue its place in the market, if Charlie Lee continues to do what he has to do, if we get Lightning spread further on the LTC network, I think it'll do completely fine in the future. Do I think it's going to be as big as Ethereum or EOS or many other things? Probably not, and that's my opinion. One second. Thank you very much, TextFix. I'll get back to your question in 1 second. I promise I will. Thank you very much, Tony Jacob. I'll get back to your question in 1 second as well. Thank you very much, James Smith. I get ready for work listening to you every morning. Love what you do for us. I try my best. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much, Charles Hanschke, for your donation. Chuck the truck driver is now in Dallas, Texas, educating the people about cryptocurrencies. That's how it has to be done. Finishing up with the second question. What are my thoughts on BAT? I like the idea of it. I think they're going to go very far. We haven't heard a lot from BAT in the very recent times. I like that they're being integrated to multiple other cryptocurrency exchange places. I think that's very important as we end up going forward as a place to be able to have this liquidity for these other tokens. If the BAT team continues to do what they do and make sure that that they remain in the spotlight and that they remain relevant, I think BAT also has a relatively bright future along with all of this. This is kind of how I feel about this. If it's fret au Quebec, same here. I think it's winter everywhere. Do you watch the Super Bowl? I haven't watched TV in so long. I forgot what a television even looks like. That's not even a joke. I haven't watched TV in a very long time. Someone said LTC massively undervalued. Why is XRP tied to BTC value when XRP is being used? Why? I think it just has to do with the market, and I mean that in complete honesty. I think everything is so low right now that everything is not has to be correlated to Bitcoin, but people are focusing just on the prices and not actual usage of these things. And once we get to a point, once again, it sounds completely crazy, but we need Bitcoin to kind of explode in price. That is going to be the only thing that's going to eventually decouple a lot of the other coins, whether that be Bitcoin completely skyrocketing and leaving everything else behind. But once we actually get proper metrics of usage on a daily basis, and I think we may only actually end up getting into this point too by the end of 2019, when we actually have proper numbers after an entire year of who's using these projects and all these other things. The same as I think with XRP, like we know that XRapid is going to be used by potentially air quote dozens of banks. When we have proper numbers at the end of the year and we see how many people are actually using it and how many transactions that have actually passed through it, I think this will kind of be the beginning of a major decoupling. Scrolling down. Can you give us the top 3 podcasts you listen to? I actually have my phone right next to me. I will tell you right now. I've been meaning to make like another short video on it. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I'm getting there. Hold on. Still loading. I listen to the Bitcoin podcast. I think they're really cool. It's these 3 guys. They kind of just talk about things happening in the cryptocurrency space. I think they're pretty cool. What Bitcoin did is also a pretty cool one. Blockchain 2025 is also okay. Crypto 101, also pretty good. I don't necessarily care for everything that she has to say, but I do listen to Laura Shin's Unconfirmed and Unchained. Simply because I don't agree with her doesn't mean that everything that she says is incorrect. Just kind of how I feel about it. Scrolling down, trying to get to everyone. Thank you very much once again, Charles. Thank you once again, or rather first time, for Rainy Steps. Cup of tea on me, sir. Thank you. That is incredibly kind for you. I could use some tea. Thank you very much, Chris Moretta, for your donation. I appreciate it. Just wanted to say I really enjoy your news reviews while commuting. Have you attempted or thought about also writing articles, open eds, guides? Kind of. I've been thinking about ways to kind of try to branch out the channel to try and have a further reach, because I like the idea that I have people here listening to me and learning about cryptocurrencies this way, but I feel like there's always like a little bit more that I could kind of do. So I've been trying to kind of think of things along that line. Someone wrote, "You are the Oprah of crypto." I'm going to take that as the greatest compliment I've ever gotten. Someone wrote, "XRP soon #1. Depends. We need those numbers in the entire crypto market to go up." Thank you very much, Surfing Goat. That's an amazing name. What do you think about Gatcoin and the worldwide patent for airdropping crypto. I am not going to lie, I have never heard of Gatcoin. I don't even know what that could potentially stand for, unless that's something that I just am not fully aware of at the moment. And the worldwide patent for airdropping crypto, that I haven't even heard of as well. I know there's a pushback against governments right now because they really interesting is that governments hate ICOs, if you haven't noticed. And now what they're trying to do right now is that they're trying to find a way to like outlaw or get companies in trouble if they are airdropping crypto, because they're trying to say that these are also considered securities. People in the cryptocurrency space are trying to figure out a way to be able to give people cryptocurrencies for free, airdrop tokens if you're already holding another token, or find a way to simply get their projects kind of out there without having to have an ICO, because once again, governments don't like them. Governments are moving towards STOs. So someone trying to patent airdropping for crypto doesn't surprise me at all. I think it's a bit gross in a certain way, and the people probably should not be doing things like that. But when money and crypto are involved, that's kind of how it goes. Anti-communist, once again, thank you very much for your donation. Thoughts on BAT? I think I got to you. I'm pretty sure I mentioned BAT. I think I got to it. Saludos from Argentina. Hello. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much. Marcin Drokhomireki. Awesome last name for your donation. Love for everything you do for the crypto community. Many thanks. I try my best. I do try my best. Thank you very much, Sean Schaefer. Schwartz tweeted about the separate ledger the other day, completely debunking that theory. They have a test net to test and play out unique scenarios. Yeah. I mean, but this is what I'm saying. Like, you have to... You have to have these things. You have to have like actual test nets. I mean, it's just kind of the thing. Someone wrote holochain ? People were asking me about holochain in the other video, and I do apologize that I haven't really like dug that deep into it. It's been a very busy last couple of days, but for some reason I see a lot of people. What is it called? PundiX. I think that's what it is. PundiX and holochain. I just see like an enormous amount of people talking about that. Someone wrote, LOL, everyone loves Holo. Yeah, apparently I'm late to the party. Thank you very much. Yegor Lyubkian. I see numbers in your name. I don't think there are numbers in the name, so I guess there's LYUB1KN. Guessing is a practice in futility. But what's your prediction on where Bitcoin should be by the end of 2020? Your personal opinion, not financial advice. Oh gosh, thank you so much. Opinions on McAfee's $1 million valuation. Okay, so where I think, and I'll give you a little number of where I think Bitcoin should be right now. You know my theory, at least, not that it's unproven, but you kind of get what I'm talking about as far as where Bitcoin's price should be, and me thinking that other people are pushing the price of Bitcoin down. That simply has to do with, if you've been paying attention to all the news that we've been getting from multiple, sorry for talking so fast, from multiple countries, from other places around the world who are getting into cryptocurrency. It's no longer a secret that we have governments and countries, maybe even not Russia, speculation, getting into cryptocurrency. It's clear that something is happening behind the scenes. There's a reason why we have so many countries who are desperately trying to make rules for cryptocurrencies, while we haven't heard from other countries who are trying to give us things from cryptocurrencies. I think there may be something happening in the background, speculation of people who are trying to push the price down so they can accumulate more. Logical. If we had not had Bitcoin Cash SV being born, I think logically Bitcoin should be at least, just based off of news, and I've mentioned this thousands of times before, simply based on where we are as a community, the amount of the amount of Bitcoin that we know that's being bought over the counter is potentially billions of dollars at this point. There's no reason for Bitcoin to be anywhere where the price that it is right now. I think, my opinion, Bitcoin should be anywhere from 10 to 20,000, and that's not even based on speculation anymore. It's based on actual, like, we know that countries around the world, at least their citizens, are starting to adopt it because their countries are crumbling. Their fiat currencies are complete crap, and therefore this is why they're trying to use it. By the end of 2020, we should, in all logically, that's not a word. Logically, we should have a Bitcoin price of at least anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000, and that's simply based on the fact that we got to 20 based off of hype. We have a lot more usage. We have a way for the Lightning Network to get into it, or rather to be able to speed up transactions. We have now, I mean, come on, the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, Fidelity. We have news. What was it, Yale or something like that? The school, like they have like a trust fund that's been buying cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin price is being depressed on purpose, and that's because other people are trying to accumulate it. By the end of 2020, I know a lot of people talk about that Bitcoin's price is probably going to be 1 million, 500,000, somewhere around the 2020 timeframe. I try to be a bit more conservative, and by conservative, I mean like a 20x in price. This is where I'm getting these 60,000 from. We went from 1,000 before to 20,000. Typically, before in the past, Bitcoin has seen a 15 to 20x in price, and therefore, this is kind of where I'm getting these numbers. My opinion on McAfee's $1 million valuation, I think it's always nice to dream big. That's kind of what I'll say. I won't say, no one, like I said before, no one thought that Bitcoin would ever go from half a cent to 20,000 over the course of a 7-8 year period. So no one can say for certain if we don't have some type of major economic breakdown. Maybe not. Who knows? No one knows the future. So Bitcoin could potentially one day hit 1 million. Is it going to do it in the next 20 something months? Probably not. Thank you very much, Malik Salahuddin, for your donation. My thoughts on Ontology. I am sorry to disappoint you. This is yet again another coin that I do not know that much about. I try to, don't take this in the wrong way, I try to focus on the blue chip cryptocurrencies, as these are the most popular and they have the most liquidity within them. So I don't usually tend to, I don't have my money in Ontology. So I think it would be foolish of me to tell you anything that I thought about it if I have not invested into it myself, because everything that I invest into, I've done diligent research on just to make sure that I'm putting my money in the right place. Someone wrote, hello TMI, hello to you. Thank you very much, Stanislav Dugas, for your donation. It says, do you know which wallets are behind recent flash crash? Should be easy to identify who is behind it. To flash a light on them, what do you think? As far as like the people who were moving the Ethereum, and therefore this is why the prices kind of went down, I don't think it's possible to, this is why crypto is amazing, because we don't have like an actual face to them. Sometimes we can tell if an exchange has a certain amount of cryptocurrencies and people pay attention to these wallets diligently. They know exactly what's going on with these exact wallets. And as of now, we haven't had any confirmation that it's actually been from an exchange who has been moving these mega amounts of cryptocurrencies. So who do I think is behind them? Very rich people. I mean, who's rich enough to own 40,000 Ethereum to kind of switch between wallets at will, at their own whim? It kind of is what it is. Once again, we need proper liquidity in the market. This is the only way that we're going to be able to move forward. We need this situation where we have tons of money flowing through the cryptocurrency space. So when people do move, I mean, I assume in the future that tons of people are going to be moving cryptocurrencies around, and we can't have a situation where someone's going to want to move 20,000 Bitcoin in 3, 4, 5, 6 years and it kind of crashes the price back down. Does not really work. Someone wrote Mimble Wimble. Thank you very much, Oshor. Thank you very much for your donation. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, KK, for your donation. Check out the Kin homepage. Already 30 apps. Oh my goodness, I did not know that. Online Play Store and App Store. Earn Kin and buy gift cards, real usage, and check out the team behind it. Crypto mass adoption coming, ecosystem growing. Yeah, Kin is not financial advice, but if you have the time of your day and you may find some time, take a look into Kin. And the only reason why I say this isn't me hyping them up. I'm not being paid by them. I don't know the people from Kin. It's the fact that the price of the coin hit below 1 cent in decimal place before, like when we had that huge bull market up. And since then, there's like hundreds of millions of dollars that are flowing into the Kin project. And I can only imagine the other things that they have going behind the scenes and all the money that's kind of flowing to them because of this project. And the fact, when the last time we spoke about Kin, or rather Kick, the app, and their Kin cryptocurrency, they were creating, I think that they had created 15 apps that were going to use the cryptocurrency exclusively. It is very difficult in any capacity for any cryptocurrency to not only make an app for it, but to make 30 apps for it. And also, they've also announced before, the Kick team, is that they're going to be integrating the Kin cryptocurrency to their actual platform, which I think is going to be absolutely completely insane. Scrolling up a little tiny bit. Sorry, scrolling up. Oh my gosh, okay. I missed a lot of comments. I'm going to go a bit faster. Not that I already haven't been flying by. The point is, my opinion is, for the Kin cryptocurrency, they've announced, the Kick people, that at some point they're going to be integrating the Kin token to their actual app. Kick has like, what is it, 100 million users or something like that? Okay, conservative. Let's say even 5 million users is a lot more than that, who are going to have access to this cryptocurrency, going to be using it on a daily basis. It's going to be completely insane, at least in my opinion. Scrolling down, trying to get to everyone. One Man Cannon, thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate it. I'll fly over the wall to Canada. My goodness, I lost it. Something else popped up. Okay, hold on. My goodness. I'll fly over the wall to Canada and buy you a beer. I do not drink beer, but please have one for me. I mean, enjoy it. Like, get 3 of them. Make sure you take a cab home or an Uber or a Lyft. However you want to get home, just do it. Osho R, thank you once again for your donation. It says, what happened to the bank run in France? It's really funny. There's a show I was watching earlier. It's called, it's called On n'est pas couché. And I was watching it. They were talking to, I think, like a head of finance or something like that in France. And it was just a really weird situation. As far as I know, this has not happened yet. Maybe it was this weekend that they were supposed to be doing a type of bank run. But as of now, nothing seems to have materialized. It would be cool if that actually ends up happening. But as of now, it seems like it may just have kind of faded, if you will. Hello from Florida. Someone said simply the best. Hello from London. Are you from Scandinavia? Do I sound like I'm from Scandinavia? Maybe. I might be. Greetings from the Gold Coast, Amsterdam. Scrolling down. Thank you very much, Mark Barnes. Yes, that's an RNES, Mark Barnes. Thank you for the work you do. Any good documentaries to recommend? My goodness, that is a very loaded question. I watched thousands of documentaries. I can't even begin to name a couple of them. Hold on. I'm actually going to write this down. If you give me a second, give me like half a second. Okay, wrote it down, circled it. I'm going to try to make a video sometime this week as like, one of my extra side videos, not my normal videos, where I kind of go through documentaries that I've watched about finance and stuff like that, because there are just so many. There's so many amazing things that people have to watch out there to kind of give you an idea of what's happening in like the financial world. It's absolutely insane. So I'm going to try to remember that. Thank you for that. Someone said, slow down, you get heart attack. I hope not. That would be a bit depressing. I told you guys before in the first live stream, if you hear me not talking for about 8 minutes, you guys know what's up. Someone says, oh, thank you very much, Kenny Williams, once again for your donation. Says, what shirt size do you wear? I think so. I'm fairly tall. I'm like 193 or like 193 meters, centimeters, meters. I'm not 193 meters, but I'm around 6'3" feet. So 6'3". I should wear a small because of my frame, but I think I have to wear a medium because of the length. Thank you for asking that question. You're quite kind. Timothy Osunamer, thank you very much for your donation. Have you thought of something to do more with crypto other than spending, investing? I don't know. That's a very good question. As of now, I'm just an accumulator. Like, all I can think about is getting as much crypto as possible because I believe that they have a bright future, and buying like real estate with it, or rather like investing a portion of it in real estate. I'm probably going to hold on to a lot of my crypto for a very long time, like 10 years or more, something like that. Someone wrote, good evening from London, just joined. Hello to you. What mailing address would I send a swag package to? Should I have like a PO box or something like that? I thought about getting one before, but I don't know if it was appropriate, if you kind of know what I'm saying. EOS future. I personally think EOS has a very bright future. Just the money that they have, the money that's flowing into them, the amount of partnerships that we've heard from them. I think they're going to be a coin that is going to surprise a lot of people. Do I think they'll ever become the number 1 or 2 coin? Maybe not. I think they will probably sit pretty in the top 10 for quite a long amount of time. I feel like at some point we will definitely see anywhere from like a $100 to $300 EOS. 300 might take a bit longer, but I have a feeling, in my opinion, if in 2017 we went from an Ethereum that was $8 to an Ethereum that was $1,300, I think at some point we're definitely going to see an EOS token go from, what is it, like $3 or $4 to around $100, $200, $300. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility at all. Someone wrote, what are you invested in? Crypto wise, I made a video about that before. It's pretty much like the top 15 coins. some of them, like taking out like the Bitcoin forks and taking out like Tether and stuff like that. And then you also add in OmiseGo and add in some Salt and some Funfair and some, what's the other ones? Some Golem and some Bat, I think I also have. So thank you very much again. Kenny Williams says, sending you a hoodie. What's your size? I think medium. I think medium. Someone wrote, I think you should work in an auction house. That would be probably insane. Someone wrote, is BACT going to be delayed again? I hope not. I also hope not. It appears from the news that we got, I think so, sometime last week, that because of the U.S. government shutdown, that there may be a delay because apparently the CFTC is also involved in this shutdown, so therefore they may not be able to push through the proper paperwork. I had hoped that there would not be another delay, but it's looking like it. Just kind of where we are right now. At some point, it's going to happen. Hopefully, it's like a big explosion when it actually does happen. But yeah, can XRP reach $10 in the next 18 months? Yes, if we have a bull run. It saddens me to say at this point, Bitcoin needs to go up for everything else to move. And this is the point that I think that we're going to have some type of a decoupling or something like that. XRP once again hit $3.60 based off of hype. And since then, we have now, 16, 17, 18 partners from XRapid that are confirmed. Multiple banks who are going to also be using it. What else is there? Like all the all the other pairings as well that we also have. Hold on, scrolling down. There we go. All the other pairings that we have as well from other exchanges. I think $10 is definitely going to happen. I dare say even one day $25 XRP. I know that gets a lot of people very upset because people think that it's never going to pass by $1 again. People said that before when it was a cent, less than a cent, and I told people it was going to go even higher. Will TRON hit $1? I think it'll take some time. TRON hit 25 cents before. I think it's it's totally possible that TRON is going to hit 50 cents. If TRON is able to handle its own, I think $1 within a year or two, bull run pending, is definitely believable. Someone wrote turbo mode, TMI, 2x speed. EOS is a scam. I keep hearing that, but I don't think so. We've seen other crypto. I'll put it to you this way: we've seen other cryptocurrency projects that have run ICOs before that have gained 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million from their ICO that have been shut down and slammed to the ground by the SEC. The people from EOS raised $4 billion with a B. And the SEC, the CFTC have not touched them. No one has gone towards them, even talking about them negatively. So one can only assume or ascertain that they have probably done exactly what they needed to do in order to be able to be legal in some capacity, in some sort of way. I don't think they're a scam. I keep hearing that a lot. I think people just don't like them. Thank you very much, Rohan Knight, for your donation. My top coins. Rather, I'll tell you the coins that I like the most at this moment because of what they're doing. It's BTC, XRP, EOS, Ethereum, OmiseGo, even though it hasn't officially completely launched. Kin, definitely to a certain extent. Like, they're not in the news that often, but it's fairly certain that they're going to be going places. That's kind of how I feel, at least at the moment. Do you think quantum computers could kill projects like Golem? That's also a very good question. I can't answer that exactly. I've been trying to actually watch a couple of documentaries on quantum computing to figure out the exact extent, because we've also heard before that quantum computing is going to destroy Bitcoin. Apparently, according to a lot of coders and developers, they say that we would need a number of years to be able to get to the point where quantum computing is actually strong enough to be able to do that. But at that point, they think that Bitcoin's blockchain and structure will be actually strong enough to be able to handle any quantum threats. Thank you very much, Jason Bailey, for your support and your donation. Just wanted to support great, consistent daily content. Best wishes to you, bro. I appreciate that more than you could begin to imagine. I do. Thank you very, very, very much. Hi from Sweden. Hello to you. What do I think of XRP? I think I just said that. TRON, I think I said that earlier. And hot, I believe, is Holochain. Someone also asked that earlier. I don't know enough about Holochain to be able to tell you anything. Dallas, Texas here. Thank you very much for listening. Someone wrote, put your XRP money into Ken. I mean, to each his own. I can't tell you what to do with your money. Someone wrote, bop, 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 bop. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that. Watch Valley of the Boom. I have not heard of that. It does sound incredible. Your thoughts on Bitcoin Lite? I'm going to skip over that one. I didn't even know Bitcoin Lite was a thing. I'm not even joking. Anti-communist wrote, thank you. First of all, thank you for your other donation. Do appreciate it. What is the deal? What is the deal you referred to with Coinbase and XRP? Also go into detail if possible. What do you think that might be behind Bitcoin's price manipulation? What do I think is the deal with Coinbase and XRP? For those who don't know, a quick little history lesson. This is what we have, the information that we have as a crypto community. It appears that a lot of the people who were or are the main workers for Coinbase right now, according to the things that I've heard from podcasts and the things that I've heard from articles and the things that I've heard from other people who are potentially maybe major players in the cryptocurrency community, it appears that the people who are in Coinbase have a very large stake of Bitcoin and also of Ethereum. This is kind of logical because by the time that I believe Coinbase opened up, I think Bitcoin was around $10. Logically, one would assume if you're opening up a company like that, surrounded around Bitcoin, that you probably opened it when you had enough of them yourself to be able to profit as the prices are going up. Just logical, my opinion. Don't know what the actual story. On the Ethereum side, by the time that Ethereum was getting launched, there were also circulating rumors that Mike Novogratz, also we know this for a fact, that he got into Ethereum when it was around, I think, $1 or something like that. So one can only assume on the exact same time that the people from Coinbase also have that much. I heard in a podcast a couple of weeks ago that apparently the people from Coinbase are very much, this is what I heard, speculation, are very much into Ethereum, and therefore this is the reason why you may have noticed they've been adding a bunch of coins that no one has really been asking for, as they've been adding a whole bunch of ERC20 tokens simply because they actually have Ethereum in their network, like it's on their, what's it called? Their systems. And this is why they've been trying to push for ERC20 tokens on their platform. So the idea is that the people from Coinbase don't really care to add XRP because, and this is not even my opinion anymore, XRP would become the number one coin. If before you throw your arms into the air and scream and run around the room in anger, if you look at the prices that we had in December 2017, and this is provable. It's all numbers. It's all math. The numbers that we had in December of 2017 showed that XRP's price hit $3.60 based off of hype and speculation that it could have potentially been put onto Coinbase at the same exact time where Bitcoin's price was based on, XRP was number 2. Bitcoin was number 1. If you went by the same metric, this is why the entire thing with CoinMarketCap is so crazy right now, because if you had used the numbers that Forbes use or Yahoo Finance News, pretty much the numbers that when major financial institutions get into the cryptocurrency space, like BAC, the New York Stock Exchange, or blah, 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 they're going to also use these metrics. They use the entire supply of XRP. XRP, in essence, if CoinMarketCap had used the numbers for the entirety of the supply, XRP would have been shown as the number 1 coin. But there seems to be speculation that there is some type of a collusion, something happening between all the major cryptocurrency players, because CoinMarketCap gets like 5 million hits, I think, per month on their website, that there's a thing to try and make sure that XRP does not survive or that XRP does not end up going to the first place, because this then undermines the entire idea of what Bitcoin and Ethereum are. I hope I answered your question. I just said a lot, my goodness. Someone wrote, greetings from Sydney. Hello. Someone said, love how fast you talk. I try. How tall are you? I think I just answered that. I'm pretty sure I just answered that. Someone wrote outer space. Okay. Watch Valley of the Boom. Kraken was DN to 4388. I don't know if is that a spell? In what do you accumulate? All the top coins. Every time I can, if I have some change, I'm not even joking, I spread it across like 5 or 6 coins at the exact same time. I write a little list. I check it twice and I buy up those coins. This message is from the future. TMI is 100 messages behind. I'm so sorry. Any idea on future kin price? I think it's definitely going to hit a cent at some point. I think it hit 2 or 3 cents, and this is why I think the price where it is right now is very important. Tell us about a time you got wrecked. Oh boy. None off the top of my head that I can think of, simply because I've been buying. If you want the, something more recent, the prices have been going down. I've also been feeling the brunt of all of this that's been happening. Love your work. Keep up the good work. Greetings from Vienna. Clown base. Yes, ideally. Ken ecosystem is going to be big. Someone wrote Cardano. I'm ready to buy more BTC, not complaining about low prices. Yeah, me neither. I mean, I would like prices to be higher ideally, but prices being this low, I don't really mind per se. Modern investor, have you ever looked at Ethos? What are your thoughts? I have never looked at Ethos. I'm not even joking. The first time I heard Ethos, I thought someone had wrote Ethereum incorrectly. Not joking. Someone wrote, I'm buying Ethereum when it hits $10. If Ethereum hits where it was before, I'm probably going to buy as much as I possibly can. Greetings from Tel Aviv. Hello to you. Steam is the best coin. I used to use Steam. I haven't used it in a long time. I'm kind of actually waiting for a Steam 2.0. I think I may actually join that. Okay. Gonna try and slow down a bit. Running out of air. Hello. Do you think BTC going to 2,800? I don't know. I said before, I don't think Bitcoin should even be this low, but at this point, I want to say ground's the limit. I mean, really, we have all these major analysts and like major Bitcoin bulls as well who are talking about that the price of Bitcoin is going to hit 1,000 before it ends up skyrocketing. Heaven forbid. However, I would not completely mind. My views on Cardano, I like the project. I want them to, I think I already spoke about Cardano, but just in case, I like the project. I want them to expand a bit more. I think Cardano needs to prove itself in the cryptocurrency space. Like Cardano's in the news, but it's never in the news as much as EOS or XRP or Bitcoin or even kind of Litecoin. Like they're in the news, but it's usually about like upgrades and stuff like that. But I want more like major partnerships like Iota has, like really like real world use type of things. Ken ecosystem, what are your thoughts? Thank you very much. Ya boy Keem. Thank you very much for your donation. Ken ecosystem, I think you might have just missed as I was talking about that. That's absolutely insane. I think Ken is, like, I was just talking about this. That's nuts. Ken, I think, is going to be very big. It's one of my favorite coins at the moment, simply because, my opinion, during a bull run, we probably have a very good chance of prices end up getting to where they were before, which is already a huge amount of profit that's going to be made. But if we end up hitting 1 cent, I think I told you guys before, I think for like 20 million, my opinion, for 20 million Ken, I think it's around like $400, $500, $600 or something like that. If you end up hitting a price of $1, that's obviously $20 million. I think that's kind of unrealistic. Hitting a price of 10 cents, a bit more realistic, maybe like 5, 6, 7 years down the line. Hitting a price of 1 cent gives it, I think, a $7.6 billion market cap. That's going to happen at some point, and it also gets you $200,000. I think it's definitely possible, at least in my opinion. It says ETH will split. We'll get another coin. Yeah, I think 2 other forks are being made from the Ethereum hard fork. Please look into them. Don't really buy them. They may already be scams. People have been asked to send their private keys and stuff like that to them. Don't do any of that. $1 million Bitcoin is possible in 5 to 10 years. I think so. And that may sound completely insane to a lot of people. But if the crypto market is going where I think it's going, and all the news that we've been getting from all these countries and all the other institutions is actually real, I think it's probably going to eventually end up happening at some point. When video game stream? I've actually been thinking about making a video game channel. I like video games. And people have been asking me, like, what games do I have on Steam? I think I downloaded like 2 or 3 of them. For those who didn't know, my computer's crap, so I'm thinking of actually getting another computer, like a gaming computer or something like that, so that maybe I can, because I like playing games as well. And I thought about like making like a gaming channel, like on the side, if I have nothing else to do, or like when I need to like relax my brain from the cryptocurrency space. Someone wrote Russians in BTC. Maybe. Someone said you don't mind what? I don't think that's a question. Someone wrote, hello, everybody. XRP the king. Coinbase order books are still showing buys. Ethereum will hit $50 to $60. That's a possibility. Know any crypto tax professionals? No, I don't think there are many out there. I think the crypto tax laws are too ridiculous at the moment, and this is why I don't think there are any like major professionals. But yeah. Scrolling down, a lot of repeat questions. Thank you very much, Wandering Music, for your donation. Thoughts on Brave Uphold just joined, as in like the Brave browser? I think it's okay. If you want an honest opinion, I use the Brave browser. I don't really care for it a lot simply because there was an upgrade, an update to it about a month ago. And they used to have this thing where you could actually have, like, you could have 3 tabs, separate, completely different tabs, as if you had opened up 3 different windows in 3 different browsers, if that makes any kind of sense. So I was able to actually deal with multiple things at the exact same time. And I can't anymore because they took away that option. So this is why you may notice why I have Chrome down here. Don't even mind what you just saw. I like watching videos of people finding other people who have done wrong things in the YouTube community. So like they kind of like shout people out who have done. Anyway, the point is I think that guy's videos are funny. People, it says, please give some insight into OmiseGo. Why hodl it? I can't tell you to hodl anything. The point is, I like the OmiseGo platform. I think I love what they're doing. I think they're going to benefit greatly from the Plasma project, or the Plasma upgrade that they are and have been working on for quite some time. They also partnered, in essence, kind of, if really, they kind of more or less are, with Ethereum. And they've also partnered with an entire country, like I said before. Like I think that's a major thing, at least for me. Everything is a bargain, to be honest. XRP highest will be like $5. No, it'll go a lot higher than that. You can't have an XRP price of $3.60 when no one in the world is using it. And now we have 18 companies around the world who are going to be using it, confirmed, at some point in 2019, and then XRP just maxes out at $5. That's not logically, mathematically possible. It's just not. It's really not. How many Cardano do you think is enough? How many Cardano do you think is enough? I think at some point Cardano was, what was it? $1.25, $1.20 at its max. I think eventually at some point Cardano is going to hit $5, potentially, maybe. So 20,000 is a $100,000 thing that you have in your pocket. Sounds like a good amount to me, at least for me. Thank you very much, Doug Prostock, for a donation. I do appreciate it. Charlie Lee is buying back Litecoin at $17. Did he say that somewhere? I wouldn't. First of all, he should have never sold it. I think, personal opinion, $17 for Litecoin is probably a very good price, especially since we hit $4 before. Yeah. So someone wrote, hello from India. My question, how to Bitcoin? Thank you. I don't know how to answer that. I really actually don't. Thank you very much, Rainy Steps. More tea for you. I appreciate it. I'm going to have a lot of tea after this, actually. When do you think Coinbase will list Ken? They said that this is one of the coins that they were thinking, or rather, they said we may potentially think about, maybe adding this on our platform in the future. I think they're definitely going to add it. I think they're going to multi-batch it, and I have a feeling very soon, probably in the next couple, I want to say weeks, maybe even like sometime in February, we're probably going to get news from Coinbase that they're going to be adding at least 5 or 6 different coins, and Ken should be one of them. I can't tell you exactly when, but I mean, there's no reason for them not to just, Coinbase should just list everything at the exact same time. They're wasting so much time. It's absolutely ridiculous. Someone wrote Qtum or EOS. I'm going to be biased and say EOS simply because I don't know a lot about Quantum and or Qtum. Someone said 200,000 Cardano is ideal. My God, 200,000 Cardano, that seems like a lot. $5 Cardano would mean, that's $1 million. That's definitely a lot. Someone wrote best DEX. I don't know. I used to use 2 or 3 different decentralized exchanges before. I lost my password for one of them. Thank goodness I didn't have a lot of money inside of them. So I can't give you an exact answer on that. But I do plan on exclusively at some point potentially only using decentralized exchanges because I want to support the ecosystem. Someone wrote buying EOS when it hits 6 cents. Good luck on that. I support your endeavor. Someone wrote Crypto Tekka. Thank you for the donation. You are amazing and needed in the crypto space. I try my best. Thank you. You guys are so freaking kind. It's amazing. Thank you very much. Someone wrote TMI. So you like cinnamon in your coffee? I feel like is that an innuendo? I can't drink coffee. That's not even a joke. My heart starts beating too fast. I get too hyper. This is me without coffee. I haven't had any tea. I haven't had any caffeine in all day. Like I can't really have these things. So this is kind of just how I am, just full of excitement. But to your question, I do actually love cinnamon. My favorite my favorite food is French toast, and I am obsessed with cinnamon. Maybe you're watching me as I'm eating sometimes. Minimum OmiseGo investment, you think? I don't know. I think OmiseGo is definitely going to pass by $100 to $200 at some point. There aren't a huge amount of OmiseGo coins, so I think it's definitely possible like a 100, 200 at some point. Just a matter of how much do you think you need to live? Like, what are your future prospects for life? First of all, I can't really pronounce this. Thank you for your donation. Ainen Maler Alice. Sorry, I butchered that. I do apologize. Thank you for your content. Best in the space. If you have not already, look into TKY. I would love to hear your opinion about it. Chinese version of Civic. Okay. Keep up the good work. I'm 50-50 on Chinese projects simply because China keeps like banning stuff in their country, and they also like made it kind of illegal to run a node without like telling the government. However, on the flip side, I do think that we're going to get into a situation very, very quick. Potentially, this is kind of how I feel about it, that China's eventually going to re-add or re-allow cryptocurrencies in their country. And I think that the Chinese projects, air quotes, are probably going to be the things that are going to be adopted very, 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 very quickly by them, my opinion. Someone wrote, it sucks that we don't have regulations in the US. I think XRP will be a game changer, but I'm waiting on ADA use case. Kind of the same. Someone wrote 1 billion Cardano could be life-changing. I think a billion Cardano right now is probably already life-changing, especially if it ends up hitting like 10 cents. You're probably in the clear. But even $1, what am I talking about? Do you think LTC halving will boost the price? Yes. I think people are going to start noticing Litecoin a bit more because of the reward getting cut in half. Just my opinion. I know a little about it. Someone wrote, I know how to Bitcoin. I'm glad. Someone wrote, I want to buy 50,000 Cardano when it drops to 2 cents. My goodness. That's going to be a very good payday at some point. Someone wrote Proppy coin. I don't know what that is. XRP to 15 cents. Maybe. That would mean Bitcoin is falling on down to 1,000 as well. Someone wrote below it, is XRP going to 14 cents? That also means $1,000 Bitcoin. Someone wrote, I'm done with Coinbase. Someone wrote, I don't think there's a limit on Uphold. Thank you very much, SBICO777 for your donation. We appreciate the immense amount of content you put out. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Thank you very much for your donation. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, Eric Mosley, for your donation as well. It says, do you plan on getting at least your initial investment out at some point? If so, when? Yes. I don't think I've ever actually answered this question. At some point, when we get past, and I mean like when we are probably double where we were before, I would like to ideally take out a little chunk of some type of money so I can start buying real estate. I think the prices are good all over the place right now, so I want to definitely try and take advantage at least. That's my opinion. I plan on at some point probably selling maybe 30-40% of my crypto, and the next 60%, if not a bit more, I plan on holding for a very long time. I believe in the future of cryptocurrencies, and if we end up getting to a point where Bitcoin does end up taking off in the next couple of years, i.e., these crazy prices, I would like to pass these coins on to my children. Just kind of how I think about it. Will XRP be one of the coins added to Coinbase in February? I mean, you should have. That's a question for Coinbase. They should have added that a long time ago. Can Funfair realistically hit $1? I think so. I don't think there's an enormous amount of fun. It depends on when we have this bull run. For those who are relatively new to cryptocurrency space, everything is going to go up. Like there won't be a coin that doesn't kind of follow this entire major uptrend. It's just a matter of if it can sustain it. If the coins are actually being used at this point, I think it's all but an eventuality. Someone wrote modern investor for president. That's too much stress for me. XRP, you don't talk fast to me, XRP. Try cinnamon in your tea, yummy. Does sound kind of good. TMI is the goat. Am I an animal? No, I know what that means. I'm joking. Do you see Bitcoin at 2K? Like realistically at this point, analysts have been saying for months that Bitcoin needs to slam down as low as possible in order to kind of be able to go back up. I think it's probably heading there. That's not me being negative. I mean, if it has to go down for the analytics and all these other people around the world to say that the price is low enough and therefore we have to start buying it up, let it fall. That's kind of how I feel about it. Someone wrote, congrats on Patriots winning today. I didn't see the game, but yay. Someone wrote, TMI, you need some merch. I need a TMI coffee mug. I did think about creating like a store for like something. People keep giving me these ideas. Thank you very much, Taryn Walker, for your donation. I do appreciate it. Hello from Chicago, Illinois. What are your thoughts on both Substratum and Salt? Substratum, I cannot give you any information on simply because I have not looked enough into it. Salt, however, I have very high hopes for the Salt project simply because I like the idea of lending platforms in the real world, lending platforms that are even based off of fiat currencies, even if we just focus on the lending platforms that we have in like the UK or even those in the United States. They make a lot of money lending money to other people who need money at a certain period of time. And I think it's very intelligent to have a cryptocurrency project that is based around lending people money, especially because I think one of the main things that Salt had, I don't know how viable this is going to be anymore because of the SEC regulations, but one of the main things was that you could or were able to sign up to their platform even if you like they didn't like do like a credit check or something like that, which is actually pretty big in the States. Pretty sure for those of you who are in the States, I'm pretty sure you know this. Do I think the price of Salt is going to go up when we have a bull run? Absolutely. But it's a matter of their platform actually launching and rather keeping up with it, because we did hear about Salt before, but I think part of the problem, air quotes, is that the prices have been going down, and therefore any type of partnership that they may have had has kind of been lost in the stratosphere of negative news. But I can only assume that they have a whole bunch of good news to actually drop or give us as time ends up going on. Someone wrote, "You are the Dwayne Johnson, the Rock of crypto." Thank you. Russia will buy at 740 billion. I think that would be crazy if they put all of that. I'm assuming if they do put any money into crypto, it'll probably be like a 1 to 2% type thing. Someone wrote, "What did I miss? Everything." I mean, I've been talking at a mile a minute. It's scrolling down. Bike or scooter? Bike. I tried riding a scooter. I fell off. I tried riding on a skateboard. I was practicing for like an hour. I went up a hill as big as your fist, and I slipped and almost broke my head open. So I definitely prefer a bike. Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, why not? Yeah, go them. Hello TMI, just joined in now. Welcome. That was like 5 minutes ago. My goodness. Let me scroll down a bit further. BTC is the backbone. TMI rocks. End of year Litecoin prediction. If we don't have a bull run, it's probably going to stay exactly where it is, if not a bit lower. If we do have a bull run, Litecoin is probably going to go over 500 simply because during the last one we hit over 400. And I think a lot more people may have been accumulating Litecoin as prices have been going forward, lower. Prices have been decreasing. Do you watch sports? Sometimes. I usually watch like football, and that's like football, like as in like soccer. Sometimes, maybe, not always. Not really many sports that I'm like extremely into. I mean, when there's like a huge like match or something like that with football, like I'm typically there. Someone wrote, "Nobody for president." Are you worried about the potential financial crash causing people to withdraw their money from crypto? Kind of. A little bit. We expect a situation right now where people are going to stay in crypto if there is like a normal financial crash. However, I think people get scared very easily, and we may enter a situation where people are trying to get away from what they deem as a risky investment, and therefore this is why I think they may start to pull their money out. Maybe, don't know, but it seems kind of like that. Thank you very much, Mikkel Jensen. Thank you for your daily updates. Keep up the good job. I try my best. Thank you very much for your donation. I do appreciate it. Someone wrote, "Is Tron a scam?" It's kind of left to be seen. Is anything a scam? I mean, I've heard. I've been in, I mean, I'm not like the oldest person in crypto, but I've heard so much throughout the crypto history. I've heard when Ethereum was first launched that Ethereum was a scam. I mean, the rhetoric of XRP being a scam is still floating around. People call EOS a scam. People call Iota a scam. People call OmiseGo a scam sometimes, kind of. I think if OmiseGo was more in the spotlight, we would hear nothing but a whole bunch of scam stuff. Bayern or Dortmund? That's a very good question that I cannot answer. The only like football team that I really know is like oh gosh, I'm on the spot. It's like Paris Saint-Germain. I know I know LA Galaxy from TV, and what's the other one? Like Manchester United. Like, I usually, don't hate me, I usually end up voting or like rooting for the team in like the country that I've lived in before. So if it ends up being a match between like England and like Argentina, I'm usually going for England. Kind of how I feel about it. What are your thoughts on the recent irregularities on the XRP charts? I haven't been digging that much into them to really know exactly what irregularities, but I need to like start digging a bit more back into XRP. Is TMI a time traveler from the future? If I was, you would all know, and I mean that. How cool would that be if I was actually from the future? If I was from the future, and I tell you this right now, I'm not even joking, I would go into the future, come back, and I would tell you exactly the price of what Bitcoin and everything is going to be, and I would announce, I promise you, this is financial advice. Sell all your other coins and dump your money into this one specific coin. But alas, this is where we are right now. Someone wrote, I'm doing 17 faucets, just using Exodus wallet. Have no idea what that means, but it sounds hilarious. Are you an Arsenal fan? No. Maybe. I can't tell. Does Arsenal win often? I know of an Arsenal. People still call Bitcoin a scam. Everyone calls everything a scam. Planet Earth is a scam. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Which will moon first, XRP or TRON? Be honest. I feel like you know what I'm going to say, but you want me to say something else. While both of them have partnerships, one of these two has over 200 partnerships and around 22 confirmed places that are going to be using the token. And I will leave that to your mind. Yeah. Everything's a scam except BTC, TRX, and XRP. Why everyone scam? Alrighty, I think we may have everyone. I'm seeing a hope. Someone wrote, "What about BitConnect? What about BitConnect? Please." You know what's the craziest thing? Remember when BitConnect collapsed and then was worth like a couple of cents? Sometime during 2018, when Bitcoin's price had shot up like a 30, 40, 50% in one day. Someone out there was pumping up the price of BitConnect, and people were actually buying it. You just can't you can't help everyone. It's kind of insane. Someone wrote, you're in the future for me, brother. I'm on the East Coast in the US. Yeah, I'm 6 hours ahead. US dollars a scam. What kind of music do you listen to? Whew, a lot of stuff. I actually listen to everything. And I mean from rap to hip hop to country to disco, like everything, anything from Queen to Biggie to Lana Del Rey. Like I listen to everything. There's a wide, like I think it's kind of weird to put yourself into a box as to like one thing that you exclusively love. There's so much good music out there. Don't limit yourself to it. Like even listen to some pop songs and you'll still find stuff that you really love. Like there's just a lot of good music out there. I kind of like everything. If I had to choose, it would be a genre called chill wave or like retro wave. Just really, really nice to like hang out to and like relax with your friends and stuff like that. Like retro wave is pretty cool. Someone wrote, scam is a scam, fiat's a scam. US dollars is a scam. It has lots of partners. What up? Carlos says no to scams. RC so sure. Someone wrote BitConnect, but kind of crazy. I'm waiting for BitConnect the movie. That'll be fun. That'll be really great. Someone wrote BTC is hype trash XRP. What are my thoughts on Hashgraph? I don't know that much about Hashgraph. What is your best crypto buy? Do you mean like overall or right now? If I had to give a right now, like what I would buy at this point with prices being where they are, it would probably be, oh my gosh, that's anything from BTC, XRP. I think EOS is destructively low at this point. Kin, because of the price. Pretty much any coin that you've heard me talk about before is probably a buy for me. What is my best crypto buy? Overall, I don't know. I want to say maybe like Ethereum, maybe like part XRP as well. I don't know. I can't give you like an actual number in my head. I kind of like group everything together. I don't really know. What's your exit strategy? I don't know. I've thought I have a couple of places, and I won't tell you like specifics because I don't want everyone to kind of like favor certain things in a certain direction. But I think I think it's important to have an exit strategy for everyone. I have like 1 or 2 exchanges where I am kind of, there, and I'm probably going to use them because at the moment it's very difficult to get money out of the system. And like I said before, I would ideally love to just buy a flat or something like that in crypto. But until we get to that point, it's going to have to be in cash, and that's kind of how the world works. Notorious B.I.G., Scam and Eggs, Drum and Bass, Jedi, Mind Tricks. When will EOS be having their first airdrop? So EOS actually had airdrops last year when they first launched. They announced that there were hundreds of EOS airdrops planned, but I think we ended up getting around like 25 or something like that, and the prices kept on going down, and all the other companies who were talking about that they were going to be launching their airdrops, they all kind of stopped. So I assume we have a lot in the wings. Scrolling down. Okay, for those who don't know, it is Sunday here. It's now 11 o'clock. It's time for me to go to sleep. Yes, I do have a bedtime. I give myself a bedtime so I can wake up early enough so that I can make my first video of the day, the one that you all listen to for the first time. So I think it is time for me to, as they say, hit the hay. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I hope I got to just about everyone's questions. I saw a couple of like repeats and stuff like that. But I hope that I got to everyone's questions. Am I from the UK? No, I'm not, but I did live in the UK for quite a bit of time. And this is kind of why sometimes you hear like an accent come out. I'm from the States. I lived in the UK. I live in mainland Europe now, and I have a lot of friends who are actually from the UK, have an English accent. So this is why sometimes it pops out. Sorry if it sounds kind of weird, but yeah, that's kind of what it is. Anyway, thank you all once again. I appreciate every donation. I should appreciate all of your support. I appreciate all of your questions. You're all completely awesome. Thank you all once again. Hope you all have an amazing night's sleep, day, morning, depending on where you are. Thank you all once again, and I will talk to you all soon. See you.